call for me?
I've been reaching out to you to let you know I ain't never had nothing against you. Where did me and you go wrong? When did me and you start having beef?
To be honest with you, this is the best I've seen Floyd talk without getting mad. I see him talking to Brian Kenny on ESPN, arguing niggas, beef with niggas, screaming niggas.
Have Pacquiao been knocked out twice? Answer the question.
Yeah, when he was like 112 pounds.
Just answer the question.
Because he turned pro when he was a teenager.
Did Pacquiao have he been knocked out twice?
Yeah, a decade
answer
ago.
The question.
A decade ago.
And just answer. I don't care if it's 100 years ago. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay then.
If we're looking at that argument, it reminded me of the time I was on Bill O'Reilly and I was like, you mad?
Yeah, hold it. Why are you looking at a principle?
Why you don't want to let him talk? You mad?
And so here we go again, back with another one. Welcome back to the Dark Times channel. And before I go ahead and dive in, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me if you haven't done so already. And also go ahead and make sure all your alerts and your notifications are turned on as well. And so as we all know, last weekend, superstar Devin Haney, formerly undefeated Devin Haney, lost his undefeated record against Ryan Garcia.
109, your winner by majority decision, King Ryan!
And I actually thought that the fight should have been a unanimous decision in Ryan Garcia's favor. But it is what it is. Either way, after the fight, Floyd Mayweather called up Bill Haney, Devin Haney's father.
I mean, you call
One of my guys. One of my.
You call for me.
Yeah. So I need to know. I called you to. I've been reaching out to you to let you know I ain't never had nothing against you. Where did me and you go wrong? When did me and you start having beef?
And you can tell from the beginning of the conversation that Floyd Mayweather was trying to gauge the energy of Bill Haney. I'm not sure if it was genuine. You never know with Floyd Mayweather. He's somebody that's very calculated. And so you never quite know. But it looked like, to me from the outside looking in, it looked like Floyd Mayweather was trying to gauge the energy of Bill Haney. He was trying to figure out what's going on. And most of us can probably relate to a situation like that, whether it's at work or a situation you may find yourself in where a particular person, a particular individual has got a certain energy towards you, a certain passive aggressiveness to you. And there's always a little comment here and there, and you hear things. And so sometimes you want to confront that person, and you want to figure out what's going on. You want to figure out what the problem is. As in the case of Floyd Mayweather.
When did me and you start having beef?
I don't know. I don't know how much do we have a beef? Because you seem real like you're aggressive or something about it.
Last time me and you.
Wait a minute. What kind of beef do we have?
I'm saying a disagreement.
What do we have a disagreement about? What do we have a disagreement about?
And so this is where I started to side with Floyd Mayweather. Because I've been watching this unfold like many of you who are boxing fans. We've been watching this unfold for about, well over a year now. We could see the energy coming from Bill Haney as it pertains to Floyd Mayweather. We could see him talking about how his son beat on Floyd Mayweather in a sparring session. And when you're sparring with the likes of somebody like Floyd Mayweather, and let's say you're getting the best of him, that doesn't mean spit. If it's not under the lights, it don't mean nothing. Because you get a boxer or a fighter like Floyd Mayweather in the gym, 9 times out of 10, they're working on things. They're not necessarily trying to win the sparring match. It makes no difference to them. There's no trophy, there's no belt, there's no money involved. And so they're working on something. And so they don't necessarily count that as a win or a loss. It is what it is. If you get the best of them for that day, then that's what it is. And so Bill Haney's going to play dumb here for a second. But then later on throughout the conversation, Bill Haney's pretty much going to cop to it. He's going to tell Floyd Mayweather the real reason why there's a problem.
I'm just asking a question. This ain't, we ain't no business contest.
Does it feel like that?
I don't, I'm asking you.
I feel like, listen, I've been knowing you for hella long, but I feel like you're a bullshit ass nigga. You see what I'm saying? Okay. That's how I feel like it, me myself, personally. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
By your actions.
And so,
let me tell you by your actions. Wait.
That's cool.
Wait, PB, you wanted me to tell you? I feel like you're a bullshit ass nigga based on your actions about everybody that's been in the town, that's been down with you. You dig what I'm saying? They doing dirt ball bad. Ain't nobody doing real good fucking with you. You dig what I'm saying? Now, you told me that you was going to show me what you can do with Tank. You always kept telling me, Tank, Tank, Tank. You see what I can do with Tank. Listen, brother, you see what I done did with my son. That if you really, that's what you really been whispering. But when you went to go talk and do the deal, it wasn't something that he felt like that he wanted to get no monthly. He wanted to be a boss. So the deal didn't happen. But I mean, I don't want you to sit up and talk like you like some hellified nigga. You've been doing some hellified shit for the streets, or like you done been there for me, or like we're 100% high level.
And so this is where it started to get personal. This is where I could tell that the energy that Bill Haney was giving off, the energy that Floyd Mayweather had been feeling, was primarily coming because of jealousy. Because whether or not you like somebody, you get along with somebody, or you like how they treat other people around them, whether or not that, that makes a difference to you, that shouldn't change, or it shouldn't affect the output of your energy towards another man. That's some female type stuff. Not all females, but that's something that some females do. Men don't move like that. Not supposed to be that way. You move how you move, and I move how I move. And when I see you, I see you. I'm not going to say nothing slick behind your back because of it. I'm not going to give off a certain energy because of how you move. That has nothing to do with me. And then Bill Haney started getting even more personal.
Bill, is me and your ultimate goal is to help our kids go to the next level, or is our ultimate goal is for us to go against each other? You tell me.
I don't know. I mean, are you helping your kids? I don't know. You know what? You can see my work. You can see my work. You see what I do. You dig? You come up in there with that slow drag talking about that 50 under the lights. Nigga, fuck the lights, nigga, and that 50 You know that shit don't mean nothing in the street. If you ain't really pushing that line and your kids all right in these streets, nigga, you a hoe ass nigga. You see what I'm saying? Nigga, if you ain't out, if your kids ain't walking around and they mobbing in these motherfucking streets, nigga, and they all right, nigga, then don't nothing else matter, nigga.
Bill, it's not about the streets, Bill. Bill, it's not about the streets. That's why you got out the streets, Bill. That's why you got out the streets. I learned from my dad not to even be in the streets. But listen, I ain't coming up in no suburbs, Bill.
Listen, wait a minute, but I'm still in the streets. Listen, I'm still in the streets, and if I see your kids, wait a minute. If I see your kids, wait a minute, nigga, if I see your kids.
And so I 100% agree with Floyd Mayweather on this one. There's nothing to be glorified about being in the streets, and especially a grown man with grown kids bragging about being in the streets and having respect from the streets. And that's nothing to brag about, and that's not something necessarily that you want to pop your collar to.
You mad? That's what Floyd's attitude was for me. That's the Floyd I seen yesterday. You may have seen something different, but for me, I was like, this is hilarious because Bill is going so crazy. And to be honest, Floyd could go off the handle, but he didn't. And I like the part when nigga Bill was going so crazy and he said, well, look, man, you need some help? Fuck you mean I need some help? I don't need no fucking help from you. He said, well, your son needed help the other night.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, little subtle. I like when the nigga don't gotta yell or scream or say 2 or 3 words and it pisses you off. Secondly, Bill Haney, the whole conversation, not the whole conversation, a lot of that conversation, and like I said, Bill's my man. I fuck with him. But he's like, yo, the streets, nigga. I'm in the streets and I do this, that, and the third. I'm in the streets, nigga, the streets, this, that, and the third. But you was arguing with Bernard Hopkins and you said you got shot, you left the streets to raise your son for him to become a boxer. So when you talking to Bernard Hopkins, you wasn't in the streets no more, but now you catch the L and you arguing with Floyd and everything is the street. So is it not the streets or is it the streets?
And so with this, let me know, and I'm sure what it let Floyd Mayweather know, I'm sure he probably could have figured it out as well, that this is about envy. This is about jealousy. This is about another man being jealous of another man. And Bill Haney even tried to troll his way out of it a little bit by saying he was just joking. He was just cracking jokes.
I'm for the streets, nigga. Do something for the streets, nigga, and then I'll be cool. I'm cool. I'll stop saying something, nigga. If it was some hellified street niggas that was up around you that say, nigga, he got us, then nigga, I'll be, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, I talk shit, but I don't mean nothing. I'm just doing some comedy shit, my nigga.
So Bill,
I don't dislike you. It's just comedy shit, my nigga.
Bill, it's up.
But like I said, after listening to this, everybody could tell what the conversation was about. Everybody could tell what the negative energy was about. It was about jealousy. jealous of another dude, and it manifested in negative energy and hate in the guise of just being funny or just trolling. But at least now Floyd Mayweather knows what time it is, and that's always good to know. It's always good to know where you stand, especially with another man. You never know what kind of situation in life you're going to find yourself in. You never know who you're going to be forced to trust or not to trust. And so that's why it's good to know and everybody to put their cards on the table. If you're not sure, like Floyd Mayweather did, sometimes you just got to check somebody. Sometimes you got to just be straight up and get past the little passive aggressive games that people like to play. And if it's nothing, it's nothing. But if it's something, that's something you got to deal with. You got to deal with it man to man, or you got to deal with it by saying, hey, I may not need to be in the vicinity of this person unless I absolutely have to. And if I absolutely have to, then I better be on high alert around this individual. And this is something that a lot of us can relate to, having that negative energy around us and being around somebody who's a little passive aggressive for no reason. And I'm not big on handling situations like this publicly, especially how Floyd did it. But in Floyd's situation, it's a little bit different. Floyd is a public figure, and somebody of his status, if he were to have a conversation like this, you never know how it's going to turn out, or at least you never know how it's going to be perceived in the eyes of the public. It's going to turn into a he said this or a he said that, and nobody's going to know what really happened. And so in the case of Floyd Mayweather, I can see why he wanted to call him up and put it on live for everybody to hear. And I thought it was a good teachable moment for a lot of people out there. It was very telling. You got to watch those people that are close to you, people that want what you got, people that are always making those slick comments, because you got to consider somebody who wants what you got and has shown to do hostile things towards you, make hostile comments, passive aggressive comments. That's somebody that you need to watch all the way around. That's somebody that's not to be trusted. And that's somebody, if you can, you want to confront them just to verify it and to make sure that it is what it is. And sometimes it could be in your head. Sometimes you could think a situation is one way, but it's not one way. It may seem like that, but once you clear things up and straighten things up, it's something different. And so that's why I thought this is a good exchange and definitely a good learning lesson for a lot of us out there. But this is just something that I came across last week, and I've been meaning to chime in on it. But definitely go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know how y'all feel about it. And as usual, make sure you hit that like button before you drop out of here. And as usual, peace and chaos.